your first recommendations. This is called Fall to Grace by Kerry.
I know. It's a lovely book and a wonderful read. And I think families who like to read a book together so they can talk about it around the dinner table, or a book club book, this would be a wonderful book. Kerry has been in advertising for 20 years in the Twin Cities, and he claims that that's prepared him to write fiction. This is a book about two boys, 13 years old, living about 60 miles apart in northern Minnesota, and their fathers die on the same day, and they witness their deaths. And the book takes place in the 8 years after those horrible incidents and how their lives change. It's very much a coming-of-age book of boys. It's about redemption. It's about how we heal ourselves after those kinds of tragedies. It's about how young boys face the world without their fathers. It's really a lovely book, and I think it would be a great book club read because it's a great story. It's moving. It's poignant. You could talk about it. It's well written, and Kerry knows his territory really well. He knows the northern part of Minnesota, and he knows sort of the emotional territory of being a young boy.
I love it.
And I like your idea for just shared family reading. It doesn't have to be a book club with friends, but do you know families who do that during the holidays?
We used to do that all the time.
I love that idea.
When my kids were growing up, and in fact my daughter is about 3.5 years older than my son, and sometimes she'd ask me to pick books that she really loved to read to him, and then she'd sort of make sure that she said, oh, you're going to love this part. You're going to so even if you reread books that the older siblings enjoyed, it's a nice way to bring them into it. And
why?
We'd each take turns of reading aloud.
That's neat.
I think that's great.